By the 1970s, demand for the Australian dream had pushed the suburbs so far from the centre of cities that serious problems had emerged.
50% of the jobs in the Sydney economy are still located in the central and inner city areas. At the same time, the cost of getting to those jobs has gone through the roof.
The suburban sprawl had developed too quickly for the infrastructures necessary to support it. And in the fashion-conscious 1970s, the homogenous housing in the outer suburbs started to lose favour. New home buyers began looking back to the inner city for inspiration and a bargain.
The heart of the city is undergoing a transformation that's changing it rapidly from a slum into a high-class, but also a high-priced place to live. The tremendous demand for property has sent values soaring. Thousands of people seem to have suddenly fallen in love with their surroundings and taken to renovating beautiful old terrace houses with their intricately worked wrought iron balconies and fences.
The redevelopment of the old inner suburbs marked a shift in the Australian dream. The people buying houses now were the post-war baby boomers. They rejected their parents' uniform suburbia. They wanted their homes to have character and individuality, and many were prepared to do it themselves.
A scene that could be in any house, anywhere in Australia. The workman is not a qualified tradesman, but a householder. Like hundreds of thousands of people, he's refusing professional help and doing the job himself. The do-it-yourself phenomenon, which has now reached unprecedented levels throughout the nation.
This tile here, it can be used by anybody. You ladies out there, I'm sure that if your husband's out at work playing golf and he comes home, you can actually have the wall, the feature wall you've always wanted. You can do this job quite easily.
No job is now considered too big for the home handyman. Even the in-ground pool, with all facilities, of course.
Yeah, do-it-yourself market, people want to get in and do the job themselves. Self-satisfaction too, you know, they get self-satisfaction out of doing the job itself, saves money.
I'm very much a jack of all trade, just knocking a wall down or painting or tiling or whatever.
In 1978, the Clinfolt family had grown, so they moved to a larger house and started renovating again.
We painted up the kitchen, we redid the bathroom.
Their work reacquainted them with an ever-present building material.
There was a fair few sheets of fibre on that house that were cracked too. And I remember us going up and buying them and redoing it and repainting it. It was a very dingy white colour, and we chose a more muted mustard yellow. It sounds terrible, but it was a good colour back in those times. And we repainted it. And we had to sand it back, of course, first, before we did all that. The garden was a big part of the house to us. It was a very large block of land, and it was very child-friendly. Very happy times in that house.
Yeah.
It was a